How is everybody doing today? My name is Master Zero, and this is Good Deed Dave. Now, judging by the title, I'm pretty sure there's no good deeds done. This is just like one of his excuses that every single Predator that I've reacted to, and I've just watched in the past that has to do with Chris Hansen, they make up like every single excuse. They try to play the victim every single time, so I'm very excited and just like flabbergasted, I guess, to see what's gonna happen. So without any further ado, here is Good Deed Dave.
I'm in Genesee County, Michigan, where Sheriff Chris Swanson and his ghost team are as dedicated and diligent about capturing child predators as I am. And today is no different. On a sunny St. Patrick's Day, here comes 54-year-old David Wagner pulling into our driveway in his Audi SUV.
Oh, fancy. But I have to say, like, for once, I think this is an entirely different house. I think the last 2 or 3 that I've reacted to, it's been this, like, very, very tiny house with only, like, one living space, it seems. But it seems like they really ramped up, or this is a previous one, I think. So, like I stated in the past one, you know, like, they have different locations is confirmed now.
While the luck of the Irish is all around today, David is not going to get his pot of gold.
Oh, Chris.
I could afford something like that.
Wagner
yeah,
thinks
freaking
he's
Audi.
been chatting with a 15-year-old girl. A decoy posing as the girl greets him at the door of our sting house.
So your neighbors?
Yeah.
He worriedly asks about the neighbor.
Oh.
What's that?
They're not gonna be nothing. So, before we get started, I'm gonna run upstairs and grab my vape, and I'll come back down and also grab my phone.
Okay, I know that this one's kind of different, that we don't get any backstory. Usually we get like the chats and stuff like that. So I'm really hoping that that's coming later and Chris Hansen is just going to use it to grill the ever-loving crap out of him. And another thing I have to address, this dude got a bald spot.
And before David can make himself at home, hey, I walk in.
Oh, let's go.
That nervous laugh makes me think he knows who I am. David tells me
Chris Hansen doing the celebrity card.
Good Samaritan, checking in on a wayward teen. So what's your plan today?
Like I said, man, if I had that bingo card.
Talk to her about her life.
Talk to her about her life.
Yeah, about getting it right.
Getting it right.
Yeah.
Are you a therapist or a counselor?
No.
Well.
You were just going to take it upon yourself to talk to the girl.
Yeah, to find out what happened
grill
with
up
her
Chris.
parents and, you know, why she's going so wrong.
You were concerned.
Yeah.
What made you so concerned?
I have a couple daughters. I hate to see this happen to young girls. Especially young girls.
Ew, no, don't bring up your children in this. You're trying to, God, I hate it, man. Every single Predator is the same, but this one seems a little more nonchalant, you know? He's actually here, like, making excuses, I'm assuming, on the fly, or, like, he thought about it whenever on the ride up here and stuff, because like I said, they didn't really elaborate the behind the scenes stuff, like how far he's driven and stuff like that, or like the chat logs and stuff. So I'm really hoping Chris Hansen has like brings it up in this conversation.
What made you so concerned?
I
love the way he talks.
I hate to see this happen to young girls, especially young girls.
You have a couple of daughters.
Yeah.
That's right. David has daughters of his own.
Yeah, that's what made me have the ick.
A little older.
Little older.
Yeah, 30.
And
A little.
Where did you meet this girl?
What girl?
The girl who's here today. How
Don't
did
play
you
dumb
know?
now, man.
On a website.
Which website? And what was your purpose of going?
They usually
What were you trying to
they usually tell the website.
You know, somebody else told me about it and said that there's young girls that are getting in trouble and just have no interest in, you know, living their life straight.
I know he's trying to turn this around in his favor and stuff, but every single thing he says, man, gives me the ick. And I know it has the majority has to do with why he's there in the first place. He's trying to meet an underage woman, you know, and I keep saying woman, but child. Like, I know it's a fictional character for the bust, but he's trying to meet a child, man, long story short, and that's terrible. And you have children of your own. Wouldn't you want, like, that register in your brain? It's like, oh, I'm trying to protect my children from people exactly like what I'm doing. Like, God, man.
And so you took it upon yourself to go on
Grill
and
him.
find a troubled girl,
Well, not
an
necessarily.
underage girl who was willing to have sex.
19.
No, she said 15.
19.
I heard the phone call, so you can cut the crap right now.
Oh, let's
Well,
go.
I'm 15, but
The ad says 19.
David sticks to his story that
Oh,
the
plot
girl he
thickens.
thought he was coming to see is 19, even though the decoy indicates in the chat and over the phone that she is 15.
Oh, busted.
I know a lot more about this than you think I know.
Well,
so
I'm
you might as
assuming
well.
everything's recorded and you saw the text and everything.
it-
But
Yeah.
yes, at 19,
I would like to see him as well.
That's how
And I
kids
asked
get
for-
on that app.
Oh, I asked for ID also.
What sort of ID did you ask for?
I think I just said ID. Well,
Man, Chris Hansen is fast with it. He's kind of like, I'm not gonna lie, he jumped. I don't think I've ever seen Chris Hansen jump before, but obviously in this circumstance he would. Whenever he just like, reaches it back like that, he could have a gun, he could have a knife, he could have literally any weapon whatsoever, and that's very concerning for Chris Hansen. I'm like starting to get worried for his safety. That's something that never crossed my mind before.
Do you have your
it's my
phone?
phone, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
He even pulls
Still
out
played
his
it cool,
phone
though.
to show me that he asked for an ID. What he really asked for was a picture.
Oh,
You asked for a picture. You asked where her parents were.
Oh, Chris knows more than he does.
In the chat, David gets right to
Oh,
the
here we
point.
go. Get that
Are
juicy
you
stuff.
available now? Location for in-call?
Oh my
In
god.
the world of online hookups, HH can
It's like,
stand
hey,
for
let's start
hang out
with
and
what's
hook
up first.
Or hot and horny.
Oh my
I'm
god.
15 and don't want any trouble. I'm low key.
Well,
Ad
there it
says
is.
19.
I had to say that to post.
I don't
that.
like the
Then
voice.
David says,
Give me a call so we can hook up.
Ah,
By the way, I'm a cop, so you have to give it to me for free.
he then
oh, what the actual hell? I really hope he doesn't mean what I think he means is the hookup he has to give or she has to give for free. But my God, man, what is wrong with this person? And another thing I really hope that's not true is that he's a police officer, man. Why? Everything about this man is just gross.
He then does ask for ID. The decoy says no. He then asks for
You know,
a
I'm
pic.
underage. I don't have an
Tells
ID.
her he's on his way.
What's your name?
Man worked fast.
Dave Wagner? Yeah. And Dave, how old are you?
54.
54.
Oh my
And how old did
God.
you tell the girl you were during the chat?
We didn't talk about my age.
You didn't talk about your age.
I'm starting to think he
Did you
did.
send any pictures to her?
I did not.
But she sent pictures to you.
An ID. I just said ID.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
yeah,
We're
she
way
She didn't
past
send you
that,
a
David.
picture showing you that she was 19.
No, I asked for it.
You asked for a picture.
Starting to stumble.
You did ask.
Pressure's getting to him.
Oh, I asked for a picture of her, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And what kind of a
It's like that was my point, Dave.
Well, picture of her face
Right.
and then of her body.
Yeah, of her body. Yeah, yeah, I'm familiar.
God,
And why
man.
did you ask for a picture of her, Dave?
To prove she was real, I
To
guess.
prove she was real.
Yeah.
And why not just...
Congratulations.
Yes, 19.
Your story doesn't make a lot of sense, Dave. Your story sounds like a guy trying to have sex with a
I can see
underage
that.
girl.
I can see
You
that.
can understand where
Yeah.
I'm coming from?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And what do you think would have happened, Dave, here today if I wasn't here and it was just you and this...
Maybe don't
underage
answer
girl?
that,
What do you think
Dave.
would have happened?
Well, okay, so first of all, I would have asked for an ID.
You would ask for an ID.
When I was coming in, she...
My
I
God,
asked-
dude, this guy is like really strung out on the whole ID thing, even though I'm pretty sure like the audience, me and Chris Hansen have already moved on from that. That's just one excuse I guess he's trying to cling on to for dear life. He's like, no, I asked for ID, I swear. Like, I didn't know she was underage, even though it pretty much started with, hey, I'm 15, by the way. He even clarified, oh, but on the website it says you're 19, which obviously you can argue that, like, I don't even say argue, you know, 9 times out of 10 teenagers do lie about their age just to get on social media apps to begin with, so why would this be any different?
Okay, so first of all, I would have asked for an ID.
You would ask for an ID.
When I was coming in, I asked...
She told you...
Where's that
she said
confidence,
she-
Dave?
she
You
said
walked
she
in with
wanted a vape or
confidence.
something.
Yeah, she said
And then-
she was going to go get her vape.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you bring anything with you today?
Does he not know it's a decoy?
Keys?
Keys, which is laying right there.
I don't think
Yeah.
that's what he
And did
meant,
you bring
bro.
any condoms with you?
No.
Are there condoms in your vehicle?
No, I did not plan on having sex.
You just were going to come over here and tell the girl she was going down a bad path.
Yeah, yeah. Try to talk her out of it.
God,
Find out what her
man.
parents
So
were.
This is a
let me get
wacky
this
excuse,
straight.
by the way.
You got on, which is a site dedicated to quick hookups.
Oh wow.
Right, that's what
Maybe
it
that's why they're not
Yes,
saying the
I don't know
name.
what it's dedicated to.
So what made you decide that on St. Patrick's Day 2022, Dave, you were going to
Get the
just go
date in there.
for the first time?
I didn't say that.
Oh, so you've been on the site before.
I didn't say that.
Well, what are you saying? Help me out.
Keep grilling him, man.
I was going to talk to.
He's his own worst enemy right now.
To look for troubled girls.
Good deed Dave says he's
My
just
God,
looking to
man.
help troubled girls.
Just give up.
He's the one who's in trouble today.
Let's
To
go.
look for troubled girls.
Because somebody else had told me about this and how it works, and just a horrible way to throw a life away.
I'm sorry, but like, we could like argue that everything he's saying that he's trying to do to protect the woman, like, oh, just throwing your life away and stuff. You are currently doing it, Dave. Like, you are throwing your life away in this moment as we speak, man. There's no talking out of it. There's no trying to say, oh, I asked for ID and stuff. Every excuse you're gonna come up with, Chris Hansen's gonna pretty much shut it down, like, as soon as it happens, man. And I don't know why he's still like trying to make the excuse like, oh, I came here to protect her, to say that what she's doing's wrong and stuff. Like, I literally can't wrap my head around that, man. But every single predator I talk about, it's pretty much 9 times out of 10 I'm always like, well, I don't know why they're doing this, which, and good reason why I don't, man.
Right. And so Savior Dave is going to come over here and help this girl out. Try.
If she was 19, and I was going to ask for ID.
But she
Talk-
told
Oh,
you
back
she
on the
was
ID.
15. She told you that.
The ad said 19.
Sticking to his
It's on these
guns,
apps
man.
Because they have to say they're 19, but once they're on them, many times they're underage. That's how this
Exactly.
works. She told you she was 15. She did. I know this.
Many social media sites
I was there in the
require
room.
users to say they're 18 or older. And some like David use that as an excuse to say they thought the girls were of age.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said, man. Like, 9 times out of 10, they lie, man. Like, there's no easy way around that. They lie to try to get on the app itself or social media account, like, to make it to begin with. You have to be a certain age. And I've seen, like, I'm pretty sure even me, like, MySpace days and stuff like that, you know, when Facebook first started, you had to be a certain age to get there. And, like, every single one of my friends, me included, lied about my age just to get on social media, like, whenever it first came out, you know? So it doesn't shock me at all that, oh, well, they try to use that as an excuse, but they said they're 19, so I'm just going to stick with that. I'm just going to have my tunnel vision on and ignore if they say a different age. I'm just going to say 19 because that's what it said on the website.
But we know the decoy made it clear she was 15.
That's what I was saying, man. It started with her age. Oh, grill him. Oh, what's wrong,
What, are
Dave?
you married? What's your wife going to say about it?
Keep grilling him. Oh, I love this part.
Had you discussed this plan?
Is he trying to cry?
To save young women? So this was in the works for how long?
I've talked to a couple different girls.
A couple different girls.
Oh.
Have you visited any of those other girls? Have you set up dates with those other girls?
Please don't be lying.
They sent you sexually suggested pictures. People will go through your phone. So they're going to find out the answers to all these questions if you don't share them with me now.
Might as well just come clean, man.
So do you
There
want...
was another young black girl that I had texted, but no other correspondence.
Oh, I said at the very beginning, but everything this guy says, it gives me the ick, man, and he's not helping his case at all. I mean, like, A for effort for coming clean, but I think it's too little too late, you know? Chris Hansen, I mean, he's gonna get booked either way regardless, and I'm really, really happy that this was a decoy, but in the back of my mind, I'm thinking... the other ones weren't, you know? Like, statistically speaking, the other ones couldn't have been if he actually got caught in the decoy thing to begin with in this instance, you know? And that makes me so sad, man, that there was an actual person involved with his just grossness, man, his predatory behavior and everything. That's just, that's gross.
Do you see why it's hard for me to believe that you didn't come here for sex?
Exactly, man. You just admitted it happened multiple
Knowing that I didn't
times.
come here for sex. I don't know.
Then why are you here?
I told you.
And you're gonna stick with that story?
That's his
I
story, and
told
he's
you
sticking to it.
something.
It doesn't make sense. You know, Dave, I've been at this for a long
I would
time.
assume.
Yeah.
Right. And
Damn near 20
there
years.
have been a number of occasions where a fellow has told me the same story. And it's turned out to be a lie.
Yep.
Every single case.
That's what I always say during these predatory videos, man, with Chris Hansen. I could have a bingo card, and I'm pretty sure I could get bingo every single time with what these predators, they just like keep preaching the same thing over and over again. It's like, oh, I just, well, probably not today, you know, but it used to be during the Catch a Predator days and stuff. Oh, I'm just here to watch the game, watch the football game. Oh, well, my friend told me about this. Oh, well, in this instance, I was just trying to protect her. I was trying to, you know, like talk her out of this lifestyle and stuff like that, which, come on, man. Like, obviously they're going to try to play every card in the book, just be like, no, I'm not the predator. I'm the victim here and stuff. But come on, man. Like, you're in deep. You're like, the shit is rising, dude, and you're causing it, you know? It's just this like constant spew of just shit and just you digging deeper into it.
So why should I believe you?
Why should you believe that I wasn't here to have sex?
Yes.
That was the question.
Then he makes an admission, claiming that even if he did want to have sex with the girl, he could not physically do it.
I'm sorry?
So the first thing is I can't
You what?
Can he not get hard?
You cannot what?
have sex.
And I don't mean to pry or...
Yeah, it doesn't.
But you talked about sex in the conversation.
Yeah.
She talked about wanting to make money and I like to and this is in the phone conversation.
Yeah.
This is, I'm not gonna lie, this took a turn. Which is kind of like messed up for me to laugh at this dude's medical condition if he has one, man. This could be another lie that he's trying to do. I don't trust these predators at all, and every single time I react to him, I always say they're gonna get no sympathy from me, so laughing about it is quite hilarious. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, and you saw what I said.
Yeah, I don't know why you're searching for it.
And I didn't say anything about.
Well, you were in the game, Dave.
I didn't say anything about having sex with her.
Cheat? You didn't say no. You didn't.
That is true.
Well,
refuse to come
somebody
over.
Somebody who's going to lecture her. Who's going to want to let somebody who's going to lecture her?
So you just decided to help a woman one day. You see how
He said no.
Well, I can't
Write that
always-
down.
it doesn't look good.
No, it does not.
From your perspective. I
From
can
every
see
perspective,
where
even yours.
You're also trying to put words into my mouth about things
No,
that I said.
look,
that I
you're
didn't-
here.
That I didn't
You didn't
say.
have to come here, Dave.
Yeah.
I know.
Okay, so there's
I
that.
thought that I was coming here to meet a 19-year-old girl who I was going to talk to about trying to get her life together.
And he's still saying the same
Well, Dave, there's
story.
something you need to know.
Hey, here it is.
I'm Chris Hansen.
Oh yeah.
And we
Cue
do
the music.
stories
Cue the
on
cops.
men trying to meet.
What'd you think was gonna happen, man? I'm sorry. The only thing that came into my mind, man, was just he is showing that bald spot proudly in front of the entire camera. I'm pretty sure that's all the camera picked up. It's like, don't look at my face, but look at like my bald spot, please.
Okay.
Is there? No, you have to. You can't leave just yet.
Oh, there's them
David gets
cops.
up to leave and walks
Is he
right
trying to
into
go past the
arms of
cops?
Genesee County Sheriff's deputies who use a ruse to calm him down.
We know you're coming in here to meet a 15-year-old, all right? Just let me talk for a minute, all right? You watch the news? Yeah. You hear about the prostitutes in front that came on this one?
No.
They
What?
found their bodies like a year ago?
No.
Are you involved with that?
No.
Okay.
No.
That's what we're looking for who did that.
No.
Are their phone numbers gonna be on your phone?
No. Oh,
No,
I'll open my
very
phone.
serious.
Yeah. No.
Okay, listen.
No.
Oh, that is a smart tactic. Oh my
All
god.
right, you made a bad mistake.
It works, and David is cooperating.
Okay, I thought he was actually involved with that. My god.
You're not here. Yeah, go ahead.
He's patted down. Evidence is collected, and from the look on his face,
Aw.
David is beginning to realize
I think he's
his
trying to cry. He's like
so-called good
squeezing him
deed
out.
has just become dastardly.
Oh,
He's taken
get
away
him,
to
Chris.
speak further with investigators at
Whoa,
the
what's with the
Genesee
hand
County
movements?
Sheriff's Office. David Wagner was charged with child abusive commercial activity.
Oh, wow.
Costing children for immoral purposes and communicating with another via the internet to commit a crime.
Oh, well,
He
that one was
pleaded
common.
guilty on all counts and was sentenced to 60 months of probation and must
Ah,
register as
come
a sex
on.
offender for the next 25 years.
Okay, that part's good, but man, I still can't get over every single. For once, I wish they'd blow my expectations, just give them like life in prison, you know? But I mean, they don't, man, and I do not understand why. It could be because they're not all mentally there. Like, of course, you have to be like something has to be wrong in your psyche to try to do this in the first place. Try to meet up with an underage girl, dude. That's wrong on every single level if you're just a normal person, you know? And I can't get over that. That it's just like, what, like so many months? I know it's probably a year and some change, but still just, it's sad, man. That's just every single time. But onto this video, man, that was just, I love when Chris Hansen just grills the ever-living crap out of them, and I'm really, really glad that this was the majority of that, you know? It's just, at the beginning, I was kind of confused that it didn't show the text or the logs or anything like that. I don't even think it told him where he lived or like how far he drove or anything like that, but now I understand why, is because Chris was going to use that to grill him the entirety of the interview, you know? So mad respect for Chris Hansen, man. Every single one of these has been nothing but bangers on Chris's part, you know? But these predators, they give me the ick, man, especially this guy. Like, everything about him, like his demeanor, the way he laughed, the way he tried to spin a narrative of his own to like be like, oh, well, I'm here to help somebody. Like, don't use that, man. And the fact that he had daughters as well, man, that's just, everything about this man was so icky. So thank you everybody so much for watching. Leave a like down below, subscribe, ring the bell, become a member. You get videos a day early, and check out the merch. So with that said, I have been Master Zero. You guys have been fantastic, and I will see y'all in the next episode. Later days.